Thank you for purchasing the Viavito Satori exercise bike. In this video we're going to show you how to put this together correctly and with the minimum of fuss. So let's get started. Okay, so the first thing to do is to attach the front and rear stabilizers. To do that you're going to need the Allen key from the hardware pack and the 4 silver bolts from the hardware pack. Now the front stabilizer goes with the wheels facing forwards, and the rear stabilizer goes with the logo facing backwards. What we need to do here is just gently lift the front of the bike, line up the holes underneath, and just finger tighten the Allen bolts. There we go. Then do the same for the rear. Like that. Line up the bolt holes, put the bolts in. And then just take the Allen key and tighten all the bolts like so. Make sure they're nice and firm, like that, and then do the same for the other 3. Okay, so next we're going to attach the pedals. To do that you're going to need the spanner from the hardware pack, and the first thing to do is identify the pedals. They are marked right and left. Now that's important because the left pedal screws in anti-clockwise, the right pedal screws in clockwise. So the simple thing is to line it up. There we go. And then just to finish that off, and as you can see I'm tightening that clockwise as normal. There we go. And then the left pedal we'll put on in the same way but tighten it anti-clockwise, like so. There we go. And you're done. Having attached the pedals, we need to put the pedal straps on. They are embossed with L and R for left and right. You won't be able to see it on the camera, but it is there. And with the embossed L or R facing upwards, you'll see on the strap, one side has many holes on it, one side has just 2. The side with the 2 goes on the inside, and that will just thread through like that and go on. And then you do the same with the other side, like that. Get it to the desired height or size that you want it, and then just repeat the other side. So having done that, we're going to put the seat post on. To do that, just loosen the red knob on the front a little bit, just a few turns, it doesn't have to come all the way out. And then take your seat post, and with the holes facing the front of the bike, slide it into position, and you'll notice it'll stop. Take the red knob, this is sprung loaded, and just pull it out, and then you'll see that that will slide in like that, and then tighten the post. With the seat post in place, the next thing we're going to do is put the saddle on. To do that you're going to need the spanner from the hardware pack that we used to put the pedals on, and also the socket from the hardware pack as well. Now underneath the seat you'll see a couple of bolts here and here, and a place for the seat to slide on. If you find that it doesn't go onto the pin easily, just loosen these bolts, one either side. So we'll put that on like that, and then you'll find that you'll be able to tilt the seat forward and backwards till you get it to the position you'd prefer it to be in. And then those 2 same little nuts underneath, use the socket on one side, use the spanner on the other, and tighten them both until there's no movement at all left in the seat. With your seat secured, the next thing to do is to pull out, unscrew the 4 bolts at the front of the bike here. There's 2 on the side and they have washers. The washers on the side are flat. And the two at the rear, the washers, are curved to follow the contour of the stem. So if we just remove those first, keeping the washers on the bolts, like so. And inside the stem you'll see a little cable with a connector on the end of it. Just pull that out and we're ready for the next stage. So, the next thing we're going to do is attach the main post at the front. That post curves towards the bike with the panel facing you. And at the top you'll see a little cable tie that's holding the cable in the post. So let's just take that off. And if you pull, you'll see a small little black connector there. Now what you need to do is pull that cable through, and you'll see on the other end there's a cable that connects to this here. Now before you connect them, this is an important bit, take the post cover and slide it onto the post with the flat edge down, so the rounded bits go to the top and it only goes on one way. So slide it on like that, and then taking your cable connector, just connect it until you hear it click, like that. Then pick the post up, holding the cable at the top, gently pull it and slide the post into the position onto the stem. Once you've done that, take the bolts we removed a little bit earlier, put them all in finger tight to begin with, not forgetting that the flat washers go on the side and the curved washers go on the back here to follow the contour of the stem, like that. And then take your Allen key and give them a really good tighten. Like that. And do that for the rest of them. And when you're done, just slide the post cover back on. Okay, we're getting there, not long to go. What you need to do for this step is take all the remaining parts out of the hardware pack. Those are the 4 pieces, which are the T-knob, a little metal bushing, a small split washer and a small flat washer. Now, to assemble this bit properly, take the T-knob, slide it on, slide the metal bushing on, slide the split washer on, and then the flat washer. Then take your little plastic cover, and it's got 2 holes in it, as you can see. Doesn't matter which way round it goes, but just slide that through and take that little assembly and just leave it on the seat for now. Then we'll take our handlebars and unwind the cable that's on them so it's hanging down like that. And with the hand pulse sensors facing you as riding the bike and the wires out of the way, lift the metal bracket here and the handlebars will fit in like that. Now hold on to the handlebars. With your other hand, pick up your little assembly with the T-knob, slide it into the bottom there, and start off turning it so that it holds. Now, once you've got it gripping, you can turn your plastic case around, like that, and just literally just push it onto the handlebars, like that. There you go. Set the handlebars to the position you'd like them in, and then keep tightening the T-knob until everything is nice and secure, like that. Then take the little cable here, and you'll see there's a small rubber grommet on one of the wires. So what we need to do, the rubber grommet has a little split in it. We're just going to open it up and make sure that the second wire sits in there as well, and then close it back up again, like that. Take this cable, there's a small hole in the side of the post, feed it through and up like that, and then push the rubber grommet into position into the hole. Now once you've done that, gently pull the cables through and you're ready for the next step. Okay, final part, well, penultimate part. Take the console out of the box and out of the case here, plastic covering. On the back of the console you'll see 4 fairly large screws here. Use your screwdriver to remove those. And once they're out, we're ready to put the console on. Like that. Keep those to hand, you will need them in a minute. There we go. Now, on the back of the console, you'll see there's a wire hanging out here, which connects to that. So let's just connect that quickly now. Like so. And then take the main cable here. You'll see the set of pins in the front. Just line the holes up with the pins and gently press into position. If it doesn't want to go, pull it out and just check the pins to make sure they're all straight. Having checked them and we know it's straight, push it back in until it clicks, and then literally just push the wires back down into the main post at the front, and grab your screwdriver and one of your screws, like so. Line up the screws with the holes, and just don't tighten it all the way, leave it slightly loose, the first one, because you need to give yourself a little bit of leeway just to line all the holes up properly. Once the first one's in, the rest will go in quite a lot easier. Like that. And then tighten all 4 of those bolts until the computer sits flush against the little plate there. Okay, this really is the last step. All we're going to do now is attach the water bottle holder and plug the bike in. So there are 2 screws that are pre-attached. If you just unscrew those here in the stem, like that, take the water bottle holder, and there's 2 small holes, you just thread that through like that. Take your screwdriver and just tighten them up again. That's it. I find it's typically easier to tighten one pretty much most of the way, but leaving a little bit of play in it, like that. And then just do the same with the second one. Line up the hole there, like that. And make sure that that's relatively tight. It doesn't have to be too tight, you're only holding a water bottle. Like that. And then take the little white box. It's got a power supply in it, power adapter. There we go. Just take the cable tie off, pull the plastic cover off, and it plugs in to the rear of the bike. You can't miss the socket here. Once you're done, and you're now ready to start using your bike. Thank you very much indeed once again for purchasing the Viavito Satori. Hope you enjoy your new bike. Thank you.